everyone. Welcome to episode 3 of Tea Time Season 7.
Right, we have today, and then we have next week for Season 7.
I know. So it's all about essential oils to support a healthy digestive system. And today we're making an inhaler blend all about helping with nausea, getting rid of nausea.
That's right. An easy fix that a blend that's helped me throughout the years.
Yes.
And a lot of people.
Yes, I know. So we would love to know where you're tuning in from, and we'd also love to know today's question for you, if you could please pop it into the comments, is what is your favorite essential oil for digestive support? If you're feeling nauseous, what is your go-to oil? Pop that into the comments and let us know.
All right.
All right.
Let's look over here. We've got Mina helping us. We've got Michelle over on Facebook.
I have a confession. My favorite go-to blend is the blend you formulated over Aromatics Tummies. I have that on my shelf, and it is a go-to for me. Outside of that, and a lot of these oils are in that blend.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. If you don't have time to make your own blend, find a blend, because when you need a blend,
you need
it right now, and you don't feel like making it. So it's really great to have a blend make it up. You can do a stock blend that we've talked about several times. Today's event, we're going to show you how to do an inhaler with these oils. Oh, look at here.
I know, right? I was just going to say, we've got lots of folks writing in with their favorite oils.
Chris is saying peppermint or ginger. Absolutely. Lots of gingers here. Ginger and peppermint. Lots of gingers. Sweet orange and ginger.
Yep.
Yes, I love sweet orange in most of my digestive blends. Black pepper, cardamom, these are all amazing. These are all great. Fennel.
They really are. And, you know, what I love about this whole world of aromatherapy is that there are essential oils that are so good for digestive support to get that nausea away. And because we're so unique, we're drawn to different oils that work best for us. So that's where it's good to explore and experiment. Yes.
Like Jenny says, it all depends what is causing the issue. You know, sometimes ginger will work for me, but if I'm having that gastric reflux going on, I meant peppermint. I meant to say peppermint. Did I say peppermint? I think I said ginger.
You said ginger, but you meant to say peppermint.
Peppermint. If I have that gastric reflux going on, I will avoid peppermint and use either ginger, cardamom, any of the other ones. By the way, if you missed our webinar last week on our 5 essential oils for a healthy belly,
it was so good.
We did a demonstration on the tummy that you're not going to want to miss. If you haven't signed up for that, you can still see the recording. It's available over at aromahead.com. And we took a deep dive into one of our oils that we're going to talk about is cardamom. Why it's such a fantastic oil. So anyways, I just wanted to say that because I was really excited about that webinar.
I was just going to bring it up too. So it's an online class, about an hour and a half worth of content that you can find. It's an individual spotlight workshop over at aromahead.com. And we did an early bird live event, and now the replay is available in class form. So if you are wanting the...
it was really fun. It was so really impressive.
I know. So even if you missed the live event, it's not only is it still, it's a wonderful class that you can purchase anytime over at aromahead.com.
That's right. And at some point during this tea time, I know that they will pop a link up there how to find that, because as I was giving it, I'm like, I wish everybody could hear this.
I know.
It's an amazing webinar, information that we all need to know. And people were saying, I didn't really have an interest in this topic, but wow, yes, I do.
I know. It's not glamorous until you have an upset stomach, right? And so we have a lot of people who are here who said the class was fantastic. Linda and Lisa, Gwendolyn loved the class, and Chris P. was very good.
Yes.
It was.
People have been watching it 2 or 3 times.
I know.
To go back and get this information, to get that really fun demonstration that we did.
So we just popped that link in right here.
Great.
So whether you're watching live or you're watching this 3 years from now, click that link and you're able to go over and take that Spotlight Workshop, which is so worth it to help with a happy belly.
Well, we're drinking some green tea today. It's
delicious.
Green Tea Monday for us.
Green Tea Monday for us. I would love to know what you're sipping on over in your neck of the world. So, again, welcome to our 3rd episode in Tea Time, and we are excited to put together Nip the Nausea Inhaler with you.
Bob's wondering if he'll get kicked out if he's not having a cup of tea.
No, Bob, you can have coffee. Sometimes,
Coffee, your favorite beverage.
because it's Monday, I will often have a giant espresso off camera to the right whilst sipping my delicious tea.
And sometimes you don't feel like drinking anything. You're just here to listen, and that's perfectly fine as well.
Yep.
It's the concept of getting together and sharing back and forth and talking about our favorite topic, right?
Yep.
Aromatherapy.
I know.
I need another sip here.
While you grab a sip, we are working with 3 different essential oils that are so good for that nausea, anti-nausea support, which is ginger, peppermint, and cardamom. So these 3 oils combined are so fantastic to just nip that nausea right away. Someone asked, I referred to one of my favorite blends. So Karen is one of my favorite aromatherapists in all the world. Also my mother, very biased. So over at aromatics.com, maybe 4 years ago now, she put together her favorite blends, and often I will just grab that because I know it's like perfect for that moment. And I don't want to have a whole bunch of essential oils at home because I live 5 minutes from our studio, which we're stocked with oils. And so at home I have just a few very intentional selective blends, one of which is called Tum Ease, and you can find that over at aromatics.com.
That's right. So having a stock blend is a really great idea.
Yeah.
So, but you can also make things on the spare of the moment. An inhaler is different parts. And I know a lot of you are familiar, but we might have some who are not familiar with our inhaler. So there's different parts to it. There's a cover, there's an inside, and on this inside it just screws like that. And we can add either a polyester wick
Right on in there.
into there, or if you get these from Aromatics International, they also come with an organic cotton. And the organic cotton you just push right in there as well. And you can take that out and use it over and over. And then you cap it with the cap.
Yeah.
Pop that right on there. There's different ways to make an inhaler. We can either put all of the oils in here, or we can put this in here and just pop the oils in there, shake it all around, which is a really fun way to do it. Easy way, you don't have to clean an extra bowl.
Yep.
I do it both ways.
Yes. I tend to only drop the oils right in my inhaler on whatever wick I'm using, whether it's an organic cotton or whether it's this polyester, just because I the fewer dishes the best is the best.
Are you guys using inhalers already? I'd like to know that information. If inhalers are one of your go-to ways to deliver your essential oils, we call them, there's topical,
Modalities.
there's our diffuser that we use a lot of times, and then there's this inhaler that, as an aromatherapist, we really can't live without.
I know, and I was late to the game. I was a later adopter of the inhaler, as many of you might be, entrenched in that mentality of needing to put something on or take something based on how I grew up and all of the things around me. And when you look at the power of aroma and how you can use your inhalers to get right into that olfactory system, and how it is actually even more effective than putting something on your skin in terms of immediate deliverability of all that good stuff into your system. Once you see the science behind that, that's where I started to really value inhalers. Otherwise, I was a little skeptical, like, I'm going to smell this. I feel like putting it on my skin is going to be more effective. But no, not necessarily at all. It just depends on the situation, the chemistry, what your intention is with the blend.
And an inhaler is something that I can tuck away. Nobody even knows I
Yes.
have it. So if I'm having, in fact, on the way in today, as I was driving in, I have a new puppy, as a lot of you know, so my sleep at night is not real great. And we're up
early,
by 4:45, 5 o'clock, getting our day going because of our little cute Sage. And as I was coming in, I found myself a little anxious and stressed. And I looked down in my middle console in the car, and I had an inhaler that we had made in tea time previously. It had lavender, frankincense, and mandarin in it. And I was using that. It might have been for another event. I'm just trying to think.
It was, yeah.
So I just grabbed it, and it was a little bit older. I needed to refresh it, but it was just enough. It just calmed me down. It just calmed me down. So inhalers are really good to have around, and especially when you're traveling. If you're getting nauseated, I just keep one in my purse or my backpack when I go to someone's house and we're eating and we're having a great time, and suddenly I'm like, uh-oh. I'll just grab my inhaler, turn around, use it really quick, and keep talking.
I know, especially when you are out grocery shopping, maybe you're at IKEA, whatever you're doing, and you're feeling anxious, you don't necessarily want to go around smelling like a rose field. You know, like walking around smelling like a eucalyptus tree or whatever it is. So that personal inhaler, you just take it out of your pocket. You get that immediate olfactory benefit without advertising to the world that you really need green mandarin.
That's right. Our society is so used to fragrance oils, synthetic oils that give them a lot of allergies, and when they smell something, they right away think, oh no, I'm going to get an allergy. And so if you're in a closed area like a workspace or an airplane or anywhere where there's other people, it could set off a reaction to them. They don't know yet that these are pure oils. They most likely won't give you a reaction, but sometimes they can. We associate aromas with different events. So as Jenny said, maybe a rose just doesn't go over with somebody else, and in an inhaler, you're the only one that's going to experience it. So we love our inhalers.
And if you are enjoying our video event, if you could do us a favor and like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell for notifications, that would do us a huge favor in getting out our favorite messages out into this big world. And if you would like to support this free event, we would love for you to buy us a coffee or a tea, and that keeps this available to the public, and it keeps it so that we're able to keep tea time.
It's so fun because I go in to the tea place and I think, oh, so-and-so just donated us a tea. And sometimes people donate 3 and 5 teas.
Yes.
You guys are amazing.
I know. It's a wonderful.
Totally amazing.
I know. It's a great way for us to keep this a free event, and you can find that right below where you're watching right now. So thank you very much to those of you who do support this with a tea or coffee donation. And again, if you could like, subscribe, and hit that bell, it would help us get our messages out into the world and help people nip nausea with this inhaler blend.
That's right. Nip it.
Nip it.
We have a lot of you who love inhalers. Linda was saying, did not realize it was so effective until I tried my first one. And both inhalers, diffusers, yes, Joan, inhalers for headaches, sleep, anxiety. I know, right? Inhalers are wonderful for just about anything that we deal with as human beings.
And it doesn't cost anything to subscribe to our channel over here at YouTube.
That's right.
Yes. Shall we make our inhaler?
Let's make our inhaler. A lot of you are also doing them for allergies, which I do as well. When that pollen starts coming up.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, so in our inhaler, the method that we're going to use today, so you make sure it's all together, we're going to just pop in our polyester wick, and we're going to just drop in our essential oils right into the inside after taking a whiff.
Oh, I love this ginger.
This is a fresh ginger.
I love this ginger.
There's a difference between what age the fresh ginger is. This is a young ginger root, which smells just like fresh cut ginger. And then when they get to be over 6 months old, the roots, the aroma changes a little bit. It deepens a little bit. It smells a little bit more earthy, I might say.
So we were in the car on Friday, and Karen sources all our oils over at aromatics.com, and she had a sample of a ginger. Was it super young, or was it?
Well, it was over 6 months old root, and the distiller said, I better send you a sample because it smells different than the young ginger root that I love. And it does. It has the same therapeutic value. And unfortunately, the young ginger root is in hot demand right now. They're using it for other things as well. It's really hard to get. I have a little bit left over at Aromatics International, but not much. So that's why I'm trying to find some more of my beautiful, fresh, young ginger root.
If you need to stock up on ginger, I would go over to Aromatics and grab some. because it's truly such a beautiful aroma. And the other ginger we
I'm
smelled,
going to go over and grab
I
another
know,
bottle
I am
myself.
too. I am too. Let's drive down to the warehouse and stock up.
I know.
It smelled so much different. I believe the chemistry is about the same.
The chemistry is much the same. It just has a great difference in the aroma.
My brother was like, it smells a little bit like a pet store. This
It's
smells
still
so
gorgeous.
much better.
It's still
So much
gorgeous. When you
way
put
better.
it into a blend,
Yes.
it melds in really
Yes.
nicely, but just smelling it out of the
Yeah.
bottle, you can't beat the
This
young,
ginger is
fresh
just
ginger root.
phenomenal.
Okay,
All right.
so 6 drops of our ginger.
I'll stop jibber jabbering.
And ginger is so amazing. 3, 4, 5, 6. It's very warming.
It is.
So an inhaler is a personal item, so you don't share it back and forth. So Jenny and I will decide who's going to get this inhaler, and it'll be our own inhaler. We'll put a little label on it when we're done. But ginger root, it's very warming. It helps to warm up a cold condition, and many times digestive issues, we're tight
Yes.
and cold, and we need to warm that up.
Yep.
It's just like, taking a cup of hot ginger tea where you slice up your ginger root, put it in, let it boil for 15 minutes, strain it out, put a little honey in. How comforting and warming that is. That's just exactly what our essential oil does.
Yep.
Now we're going to add 4 drops of cooling peppermint.
4 drops of our cooling peppermint. Now, I don't want to take away from our beautiful notes on peppermint, so I'll add the drops and save my story for after this.
So peppermint being very cooling, it has been known for decades, since the beginning of time really, to be very supportive to our digestive system, to settle the stomach. So many times, just imagine going along, picking the peppermint leaf and chewing on it, how it makes you feel. It just kind of cools down sometimes that stressfulness that comes along with being nauseated. So the peppermint kind of balances out that hot ginger in a good way. And then here comes cardamom. Cardamom, to put cardamom into your cooking. We cook with all of these things, right?
Yes.
In one way or another.
Yes.
So, but cardamom is very, very special. And we mentioned, we went into kind of detail into this
A lot of
in
detail.
our webinar that we just did last week that you can access right on the Aromahead website. And it's in this feed where you can find the link as to why cardamom is so amazing.
It's totally worth the cost of the Spotlight Workshop. And if you want to be the first to hear about new offerings, make sure you're on our email list. That's where we let our folks know, our community know, that we're going to be doing these workshops. And then they're available to the general public for a slightly higher price point. So make sure that if you want that lower early bird tuition, you hop on our email list.
And to give you a quick clue, why is it so calming for me and for my digestive system, but yet helps me focus in such a great way, all at the same time? Oh my.
I know. We're
All
going to
right.
arm wrestle over this one.
Pop the cap on,
I think you might beat me in an arm wrestle.
and sometimes you have to put it down until you hear that little pop. They're hard to get off, so once these are on,
They're
pretty
kinda
much
on.
on. You can take a table knife and get under there and pop it off to refresh it, but it's not easy to do.
It's not something I want to spend my time doing, so I will just recycle this and move on to my next inhaler.
Would you like to show them how to use this?
I would love to. That means it's mine.
That means it's yours.
All right, so you want to put it right up in your nose, not too far, but right inside that nostril. Close the other one. Take a good sniff, and it's just like whoosh, right on up there. Other side.
If you get a few extra drops, Kim, don't worry about it. It's absolutely fine in an inhaler to get more drops.
I'm also going to use this for focus because I feel immediately like whoosh, awake.
That's right. We've got some amazing properties in here. When we are treating our digestive system, all of these oils are so remarkable for our emotional body as well, and mental body. It all works together
Yes.
in a beautiful synergistic way.
Yes, absolutely. So again, if you want to attend that Spotlight workshop, it is over, you can just follow the link, and it is 5 essential oils for a happy belly. Karen took us into a really deep dive into these 5 oils, as well as other recipes and approaches and tips and tricks, as well as her special stomach technique, which is only inside that workshop right now. And so if you're interested in that topic, it's always good to find out about tips for supporting your digestive system before you need it, because it's not the most exciting topic until you're feeling nauseous.
That's right.
And then it is.
So I have to ask a question here. How do they find the recipe?
It's right below where we're watching. Everything is right below where we're watching. You can download the recipe for today, as well as click and go through that Spotlight workshop we put together. So everything is right below where we're watching, as well as you can buy us a cup of tea or coffee to support our tea time. And we have, this is our 3rd episode. We have 1 more episode next Monday.
Yes, and we've already been working really hard on season 8. That's coming up.
I know. Season 8 is coming up. We're excited about that. It kicks off in August. And just a quick informal poll while we are wrapping up. What is the most convenient time of day or day of the week for you to join in tea time? Right. We would just love to know. Is this the best time? Would you like a different time? A different day? Let us know what you think as we are evaluating our tea time routine.
That's right.
Yes.
Evaluating is a good word. Evaluating. We've been doing it on Mondays, but we're thinking of moving it to Thursdays for season 8.
So let us know.
And we like the time that we're doing it. We think that you do too, but let us know if there is a better time and what time zone you're talking about.
We make no promises, but we just wanted to do an informal poll from our favorite tea time community members to see how you're feeling about that.
That's right.
Okay.
Chris loves starting off the week with this community. This is a good time. Lots of people are saying this works.
Yay.
This time in the day is perfect. So, well, we're so glad to share these favorite recipes with you during this really informal, community-based tea time. And I like to think of it, for those of you who are new here, I like to think of it like Jenny and I are sharing a cup of tea with you, even though you're not sitting here. We know that you're out there. We're all together, and we're just letting the energy kind of come down and just enjoying one another while we're talking about a really helpful recipe.
Yes, I know.
Or idea.
And we started this, I can't believe we're on season 7. We started this early. We started it in March of 2020 just to spend time together and come up with nourishing ways to support every aspect of our health and wellness as we were diving into a pandemic and we really had no idea what we were in for. And so it was a time for us to come together and find security in our community and to create recipes that can really help all of us with our daily lives. And when you're feeling like you're nauseous, this inhaler is perfect to have right there, or even the stock blend to then pop into your inhaler. It's perfect to have on hand.
Very good. So we hope you have a really good rest of the week, that this has really helped started your week off in a really good way.
We always chuckle because our goodbyes take forever. It's like, to me, Sound of Music goodbyes as they're all on the stairs going up. So Joan, great question. If you'd like to support our tea time and keep it free for our community, we would love for you to buy us a tea or coffee. And you can do that right below where you're watching. There's a little coffee icon or tea icon that will pop up. And if you have done that today, thank you so much. If you've done it in the past, thank you as well.
Well, I'm just wondering, where do they click exactly?
Right below. The description, right below where they're
watching.
watching.
In the description.
Yes.
So
down below where you're watching right here, you can find it
as well, so that I can tell them exactly where to go for that.
Well, and you're logged in as Aromahead, so
so I don't see
All right,
it.
so right below where you're watching, you'll be able to see it, and you can buy us a tea or coffee.
We actually can see it. So it says buy us a tea, and then there's a little link here that says buy me a coffee. So down below, if you're on YouTube,
there's all the links you need.
There you go, join the Aromahead channel, and then it says resources below. We've got the PDF there, and then right during that free download, like what you see, right in that same paragraph, it says buymeacoffee.com/Aromahead, and that's where you click to buy a tea.
And then as soon as this event is over, which it will be very soon, we'll go over and start thanking you for your teas and coffees.
I know, that's the fun part.
It's the fun part.
So Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
As you said, yes, this is a great community time together, just a fun time.
Do you have any teasers for Tea Time Season 8, the topic, or are we going to keep it to ourselves for now?
Tea Time Season 8, the teaser is, there's actually an extra, there's 5 events, and in the summer we kind of keep them shorter seasons, but we're able to get 5 of them in for Season 8, and we're going to talk about focus. But we're talking about different aspects of focus. So each week is a different focus of focus.
A different focus of focus. I mean, who doesn't need more focus? We all need more focus, a different focus of focus. All right, so again, if you have enjoyed our video, if you could please like it, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell so you're the first to know when we do any kind of events over here. Sometimes we come on and do spontaneous events, and sometimes we just have them planned out. So if you don't want to miss a thing, make sure you're on our email list.
We're going live next week too.
We're going live next week too, same time, same place, for the final episode of Season 7, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
It is.
I know. Our last episode in Season 7.
Well, again, thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week, same time, same place.
For reals this time.
For reals.
All right, we'll see you soon.